Well, now more bad news for the Rose City in the form of a $1 billion backlog after a new audit found it would cost the city $1 billion each and every year to catch up on repairs. We're talking everything from playgrounds to potholes. Catherine Cook's in the newsroom. Catherine, this sounds absolutely brutal.
It is, David. Remember, the city is also facing a $93 million budget shortfall. They admit there's not a lot they can do short term, but they are working on a better system for tackling maintenance, since clearly the old one wasn't working. When it comes to city maintenance, Portland is $1 billion in the hole, potholes included. And that number isn't just a pot shot, it's real. According to a new audit, it's what Portland's facing every year, up to $1.4 billion to catch up on needed repairs.
It's a number that is so big that it risks kind of not meaning anything.
Casey Jones is the city's audit services director. He says their findings show the city's old form of government is one reason for the backlog. For decades, city executives were in charge of individual bureaus instead of taking a broad look at how best to maintain all the city's assets. Jones says that includes everything from aging community centers to streets and sidewalks and things you can't see, like sewer pipes. The auditor's office found that a street in good or fair condition costs a lot less to repair than those in poor condition.
There hasn't been anybody looking at the whole problem. We're now like turning the lights on and everybody can see that it's an elephant, and how do we deal with the thing that we see now?
My mantra has really been back to basics and prioritizing taking care of the assets that we have in our city.
This week, Portland City Councilor Olivia Clark drafted a citywide strategy for asset management. She shared it with other members of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, hoping for feedback on how it might work as an ordinance.
This will help us get a handle on those liabilities.
How do we deal with the deferred maintenance that comes along with our assets so that we're not basically tripling the cost over time?
For their report, the auditor's office surveyed city employees working in asset management. One person said, quote, "We are great at buying shiny new things, but we are not good at maintaining, operating, and renovating the assets we already have. So then the assets end up making the decisions for us when they fail, and we must decide to replace them or not. It becomes a game of whack-a-mole." Jones says their efforts won't end with this audit.
So we'll come back next year, say, how are you doing on the things that you said you would do?
And that includes those asset management strategies we discussed. They'll continue discussing it at their May 12th meeting. If it does take the form of an ordinance, they'll hold a public hearing around it. David.
Sounds like City Council's got a lot to think about. Thanks, Catherine.